Hey, so I wanted to talk to you about like there's this thing that people usually do. It's like these creators when they create a certain game, they when they're let go or fired from their company, they start they start making their own games outside of the company. Like they're independent by themselves and they get full creative control, and usually that does not work well. I and I'll and the first example that I can think of where it really happened is Daikatana. Like John Romero, he was he was not in id Software anymore, so he went and started a new company and then made a Daikatana. Yes, he made Ion Storm, and he made fucking Daikatana. And what and they try to advertise Daikatana the aggressive 90s advertisement. And there's a magazine ad that said Daikatana's about to make you his bitch. That's what the magazine ad said. And of course it didn't go very well. Uh, this was the first, his first game after leaving id Software. So, and what the game is that you control for the when you control. I'm trying to remember here. I did play it once. I'm trying to top of my head because I don't write scripts. So what you do is you play as this swordsman, and you time travel through various fucking time periods to get the the Daikatana, the title. It's a powerful sword, like a super powerful sword. In the gameplay, it has 24 levels, and each level is a different time period. There's a future Japan, ancient Greece, uh, Dark Ages, and San Francisco. I think it's almost the future, but not quite. In the gameplay, it was it was really bad. It controlled it did control badly. The level design is not very good, and the AI, the game AI, is fucking awful. It probably has some of the worst AI I've played. It's not the worst game I've played, but I'll probably talk about the worst game I've played is up there. So another one is and I'm doing a massive jump here because I really don't know that many original creator goes on to make another game. Another one is very probably one of the most famous ones. It's when I think it's Inafune. he left Capcom. Let me make sure. I know it's some guy that left Capcom. Oh, yes, Inafune. Yeah, it was Inafune. He left Capcom. Like he made a Mega Man, I believe. So then he started a Kickstarter, and the Kickstarter was for Mighty Number Nine, and we all know how Mighty Number Nine turned out. People were like hyping the game up back in like 2014, 15 when it first got started. People were absolutely like excited for it, and I think I played it. I think I played it. I know I had it on. I know I had it on the Vita, like back when it back when it came out on the Vita. I know I had it, and they wanted it. I don't know if you knew this or not, but they wanted it to be like big. Like they wanted to make like Mighty Number Nine a big thing, and it got funded in like 2 days, like the Kickstarter, which was probably still crazy. Like it got funded in 2 days. Well, I'm not sure they actually like asked for much, but anyway, yeah, they want they wanted it to be huge. Okay, it didn't come out on the Vita. I know I played it. I got PS4. So what they were planning to do was like make like a whole like multimedia shit. Like they had a fucking trailer for cartoons. Like they had a they almost had like I think I probably went on Netflix. They probably wanted it to be on Netflix for the cartoon, and it was like and it didn't go very well, obviously, because I don't think anyone remembers Mighty Number Nine. I know there was like one like infamous line. I don't know if it was in the commercial or if it was in the game. Uh, this line is like you're goes along like you're lonely like a anime nerd on prom night. I know that was from Mighty Number Nine. And it's like, man, the game wasn't like bad. It was just average. It probably like that's probably why like Capcom didn't like respect Mega Man in like the early 2010s. Like during that time, they didn't really like respect Mega Man at all. They had, they canceled like Mega Man Legends 3. I think Mega Man the Universe, which was like it was like Little Big Planet and like Mario Maker, but Mega Man. I think that's what it was. And there was this like reboot where it's like a first person shooter reboot of Mega Man called Maverick Hunter, which was fucking probably should not have done that. I'm probably glad they didn't do that. It would have been interesting. I don't know what it was with like the seventh gen and like these Japanese devs like trying to cater to like the West. Like Bomberman did it with Bomberman Act Zero. Devil May Cry made DMC and they got a Western dev for it. Like Ninja Theory, which they make fucking Hellblade now, that fucking walking simulator. I'm gonna take off the hat and put back the bouncy ears like that. Anyway, I think the next one after Mighty Number Nine What? Yes, it was. I forget his name, but he made Shenmue. I'm forgetting his name, but he made Shenmue on the Dreamcast and the Xbox. He made Shenmue 2, and then he got out of gaming. And like I was I me personally, I was excited for this game. Uh, at E3 2015 at PlayStation's E3, he announced a Kickstarter for Shenmue 3, which initially I was excited for. That was like until I actually like played it. It it got funded on Kickstarter. It didn't come out until like 2019. Me personally, I didn't play it until like I think 2 years later on the I don't I have it on Steam actually, but I played it mostly on I think it was one of the last few games I played on the PS4. But I do have it on Steam, I think, or if I didn't refund it, because the game like he tried making like Shenmue. It is and it is Shenmue. The problem is that Shenmue aged like it did not age well at all. Shenmue it aged absolutely like horribly. Like shit. Like I was playing Shenmue 1 and 2 HD because I haven't played Shenmue 2 and the first Shenmue I haven't played like since I was 10 when I played it on the Dreamcast. It was like those games like they're not good. Like they didn't age good. Like all the mechanics and like the movement, the gameplay in Shenmue and Shenmue 2, like they did not age well, and they tried to like translate that over to like the modern age, and they don't take into account that like the gaming industry has changed a lot since like 1999. I mean, when it come out, like 2000, 1999, 2000, like the gaming industry evolved past those like that like type of game, and the plot of Shenmue 3 wasn't even like any like good. The plot of Shenmue 3 is like it's like nothing happened. Like it was meant to be like a continuation of Shenmue 2, but it just feels like yeah, it just felt like it was like trying to like reboot the franchise for like modern like like the new audience, not modern audience. It's not. I don't mean that like language, and I mean modern audience, but like new audience. And so, and also the gameplay for Shenmue 3, it's like way like dumbed down from Shenmue 1, and I haven't played much of Shenmue 2. I would probably play it again, but it was dumbed down from Shenmue. Like with Shenmue, like it was based off. It was originally gonna be like a Virtua Fighter game, like a Virtua Fighter RPG, where you played as like Akira, and it was basically that. It had like a lot of like moves you can do, like actual like die like stick movement and like button presses. they could do. And Shenmue 3 did not have that. It was just mindless button mashing. And it had a lot of backtracking, a lot of fetch quests. And like, there's one quest in particular where you have to like earn enough money for like, take some wine so that the master, a sensei, whatever, could teach you a move that you don't even use that much, but you have to do so much. Like you have to make a lot of money for it, and like the way you made a lot of money was just bet in the casino. You had to like get lucky, and it took hours to do. Probably where most of the playtime is just that. So like next, all right, next one that came after that, I think was Death Strand. Yeah, Death Stranding. That's one that came after Shenmue 3. And I am probably getting the timing wrong on this. There's probably some in between, like Daikatana and a Mighty Number Nine, and between Mighty Number Nine, like yeah. So fucking Death Stranding is boring, like so boring. I played it on Game Pass. It was so boring. Literally all you do is walk. That's it. You walk and deliver stuff. It's like Fetch Quest, the video game, with like hundreds of cutscenes. It's like so bad. I hear Death Stranding 2 is gonna have like actual combat, which could be interesting, but fucking Death Stranding, it's just you walk, deliver stuff, you build bridges, that's it. It was actually so boring. Right. And I think the next game after that was the creator, like the guy who made XCOM, uh Phoenix Point. It's on Game Pass. I have not. I'd be lying to you if I said I played it. I did not play it. Uh, it's like it does look like XCOM, and the Steam like description literally says from the creator of XCOM, and it's true. It does look like I liked XCOM and XCOM 2, but this game had controversy initially because it was Epic exclusive for like I think 2 years. No, I think 3 years, and it came out on Steam. I know it was one of the yeah no, it's 2 years. 'Cause it was one of the first like few Epic exclusives, and like I think it was early access in Epic, and then they released the whole thing on Steam later. Uh, yeah, but I haven't played it. I hear it's good from people, but I haven't. I'll probably check it out. I think it's on Game Pass, so I'll probably check it out like for a little bit. And the last game I want to talk about is fucking the Callisto Pro. That fucking game. I will never get over that game. Like it could have been such a like great game, but it could have been so good, but they just had to like mess up like mostly combat and the performance. Performance is actually like I think it's still bad. Like I remember playing it like few months like a month ago, and it was still bad, even with all the updates. It was like, and the patch was supposed to fix it, but it's still bad. Also, the combat is just bad too. I don't really like pay. I haven't paid attention. I pay attention to the story, but it's like It's from Glenn Schofield, the creative Dead Space. And it came out like a month before the Dead Space uh before Dead Space remake, you know. I don't consider it a remake, but it is a remake. It I mean, Dead Space still looks good. Like it didn't need to be remade. Yeah, he made the original Dead Space. I think he left EA. I don't know when exactly, but he did leave EA, and then he went to the fucking guys who made PUBG and made fucking Callisto Protocol. And it was like the one new game I was actually excited for, and it really did let me down. And that's kind of why I don't play like newer games unless it's on like Game Pass or like yeah, if it's on Game Pass, I'd like check it out for like a little bit, see if new games still like are good, but usually no. Cause I know last new game I played was fucking Atomic Heart, and it's literally like every other game. Like it has like a skill tree, has fucking diamond menus, health bars above the enemy. It's like so generic. It's like a generic shooter. That's why I didn't get that many good reviews. It got a lot of good reviews, but it's just so like it's so like generic. That's what all these games are. They're just generic. Anyway, that is all that I wanted to talk about. And I know I stop a lot. Uh, yeah, that's why this video is like 23 minutes long. But I'll try not to stop a lot. But it's like doing this is kind of like you know kind of weird still. As I think next time I'll go over like I will go like more into like how games are just the same. So if that's next time, no. I'll probably make that like next week because I'm inconsistent with like the videos. So I want to make them more. Anyway, yeah.